And the whole idea is that it's profit with a purpose, and these things coexist. Profit and purpose can coexist. They're not mutually exclusive. And in fact, businesses that embrace both profit and purpose, I think, have longevity, are able to have the longevity of profitability, longevity of clientele, etc. What you're trying to create is a virtuous cycle that you're working with your clients are improving, they're spending more in the system, they spend more with you, and it's good for society, and it's good ultimately for your business. So it's not to maximize profits at the end of the day, but it's to ensure that your clients are behaving in the right way, or you're incentivizing them to behave in the right way. That's good for society and good for your business and good for them. So it's a system that works for all participants, all stakeholders. I think that's what you're trying to create out of shared value. I know Nestle has done it in their supply chain, for example. Discovery is an example with trying to make the clients healthier. I mean, it's an obvious thing. You make insurance, if you make your clients healthier, or you make people who drive, improve their driving capability, it reduces risk. And ultimately, we're risk takers. So it's good for us. It's good for the client. It's good for society. People are driving better. It's good for society. So that's the kind of thing you should try and think of, is how does it work with you as a management team, as a company, for your clients, for society, and everyone can operate harmoniously, and it works in this virtuous cycle that it keeps on improving. And I think a lot of companies are in a position to do that. I mean, companies, I think, exist for the long term to create value. And so I think if you think about your organization, that it's not there for the short term to make a quick buck and to flip it and to sell it to the next organization that comes along and give Martin some work. What you should be doing is creating value over the long term.
I only came here for the work, by the way.
Is to create value for the long term and to build this value. And I think this concept of shared value does create that mechanism for long-term value, for long-term value creation. And it creates, as I said, it's just a virtuous cycle that everyone wants to belong to, and it works for everyone. And we work with organizations across the world in developed markets, in developing markets, and companies get this. They understand it. Look, it is, I suppose intuitively, it is easier for us. We're a risk taker, so we get a premium from our clients to accept risk, so we can use part of that risk premium to improve behavior. So it makes intuitive sense. But each organization needs to find a mechanism to create it and to create value for society, in my view. And that I think creates sustainable organizations. And if you read Michael Porter's perspective of shared value, he looks at it to say, listen, you can make money, for example, at the bottom end of the pyramid. It's good for people. There's massive demand at the bottom end of the pyramid. Organizations can make profit out of that. And I think it's trying to combine profitability with purpose. That's the whole idea. These things shouldn't be separate, but they should. Shareholders at the end of the day, in the main, are pension funds or mutual funds. That it's the man in the street's money, So if you think about it, shareholders are the man in the street. Your clients are the man in the street. Your management are part of the society. So you should try and create that thing, the business that makes sense for all stakeholders, and it becomes this virtuous cycle that creates value for each participant.